Ladies, gamers, and gentlemen, my name is Noir, and you have just stumbled upon another series between a Crux gaming player, or Crew gaming player, and somebody else. This time it's going to be a best of three between Crux Gaming's MeGo, the pink Zerg player spawning in the bottom right on Belshir Vestige, and the red Protoss player Ondrasek. That's a really weird name. Spawning in the top left. So, first game of the series. This is a best of three. Again, this game was played at the LANcraft Summer 2013, the biggest LAN event in the Czech Republic, also admitting Slovak players in, because we did have a joint state at one point in our histories. We don't any longer, but we still keep in touch with our brethren from beyond the borders. So, quick scout here by Ondrasek. Of course, he did build the pylon on the low ground, so that's a pretty good scout timing. And just going by the scout timing, you might tell MeGo that it's going to be a forge expand, because usually when you gateway expand, this comes a little bit later. Ondrasek did scout the natural hatchery, didn't see anything going down, so didn't build a forge. I bet if this was a hatch first, he would have used this probe there. It was waiting to build a forge and potentially cannon rush, but since he did not see the hatchery going up at the appropriate time, he knew exactly what is going on, and that is it's going to be a pool before the hatch, so going to be just fine building the Nexus first, followed up with a forge just now. This is a little bit of an older style, and it's slowly fading from the current PvT metagame, I mean PvZ metagame, excuse me, where more than one half of the Protosses, I would venture to say, is starting to prefer the gateway expand as opposed to the forge expand. But yeah, Ondrasek not going to be one of those people, and MeGo, upon seeing that this is a forge expand, is going to be taking a relatively fast third base. So let's see if he can time it right. Does almost have the 300, and there we go, bam, at 4 minutes. That is 15 seconds earlier than the average. Some Zergs even managed to get this down at like 350, something like that. And yeah, MeGo gonna be transferring a couple of drones down to the natural. Does have a couple of links out on the map, going to be hunting for that probe, but unfortunately for MeGo, the probe does escape and will get a very crucial bit of scouting information. And that is, of course, is there a third base? The probe is going to see it, MeGo will not. And, yep. Unfortunately for Ondrasek, or for MeGo, likely, he did lose both of his Zerglings there, so he has no map control at this point in time as a result of that. Yes, he does have overlords on the map, but he doesn't have any links to park in front of Ondrasek's base to see what kind of units are being made out of the gateway, if there is a move out, if there is a probe moving out on the map, nothing of the sort. He cannot keep an eye on the third base until such a point in time that this overlord will get there. Zealot already heading over there to clear any potential Zerglings. And for the time being, MeGo is just pumping drones like there is no tomorrow. What is the tech path, though, for Ondrasek? Doesn't seem like he's teching just quite yet. Instead, he opted to throw down a second gateway. And this is a little bit weird to me. I mean, surely he must be going for some heavy pressure with this, but you can do that off of one gate. There is absolutely no need to build a second one. Wow, that Zergling is sleeping on the job. So I don't know what to make of this, but here come the double Stalker Chrono Boost. So it's going to be 3 Stalkers, 1 Zealot, and a Mothership Core. Quite a good composition this early on in the game. 1 Spine Crawler going up here, or trying to go up, will have to be cancelled and rebuilt. At the 3rd base, Queen in danger of dying as well. And yep, it will go down for sure. And the Mothership Core is going to rendezvous with the army, and that will help quite considerably. And of course, we'll have the potential for a recall in a moment here. 87 energy, couple of seconds to go. But here come the additional 2 Stalkers. And what is happening inside the Protoss base? 2 additional gateways going down, so this is practically like a 4-gate pressure, but with the added benefit of more units at the start. I really like this build, even though, you know, the pressure does come a little bit later. The Mothership Core is delayed a little bit, but not by a whole lot, and I think that, yeah, second Queen will go down, probably. With good micro, it may be possible. Pylon is already up. Warp Gate is finished. There's the Warp in, and those are 2 Zealots, 2 Stalkers. Ondrasek will be in a very good position, because I don't care how many Lings you have. If you don't have speed, you cannot surround this army. And as the number of gateway units gets higher and higher and higher, this will only put Ondrasek into a better and better and better spot. So MeGo is trying to defend right now. Speed is finished. The Lings are fighting on creep. +1, however, is done for the Zealots, which will make them also more effective versus those Lings. Mothership Core needs to get the hell out of there. Oh, MeGo will not be able... Oh, wow! Alright, 1 last hit onto that. But he should be able to clean up these Zerglings here with the additional Warpin of Zealot. Things are not looking that hot for MeGo. I mean, he is on 44 drones, which is a comparable count to his opponent. Meanwhile, Ondrasek, 2nd Forge, +2 attack going up. Twilight Council. All he needs now is a 3rd base, or wait a minute, are you telling me he's going to stay on 1 base and follow this up with a +2/+1 attack off of 2 bases? That might be a very good move. Because look at what MeGo's doing. He's droning up. That's good. But he lost so many units at the start. He wasted so many larvae just to keep that 3rd base alive. And he's getting upgrades. He's teching. He's getting Infestation Pit. Probably wants either Quick Infestors or more likely Quick Hive, because he does have 2/2 on the way for the Zerglings. Robo Facility finishing up, Charge going down, +2 being chrono boosted constantly, Templar Archives being built. Let's see, Ondrasek, is he really trying to go for a 3rd base right now? He's not producing any probes, so I can't imagine he is, and right now his army is in danger of being wiped out. 97 energy on the Mothership Core. Is going to be very close, but I think Ondrasek will hold, and that's another huge loss there for MeGo. He did trade very efficiently though, evening up the resources lost tab, but right now with the +2 finishing, Charge halfway done, Immortal production initiated. It looks like Ondrasek is going for an all-in off of 2 bases, 7 gates, a lot of good upgrades about to finish right now. I think the Charge will actually finish before the 2/2 of MeGo, and we have an observer checking things out here. A Hive is more than halfway done, and Ondrasek, is he going to be taking that 3rd base? That is the question. Looks like he really wants to. I mean, he might as well. For Templars, you definitely need a 3rd base. There we go. X is going down. Those Lings are going to probably find this pylon, if they haven't already. I'm going to go ahead and try and deny that, well, trying to deny that 3rd base. Yeah, MeGo re-scouting that. Is he going to go ahead and do something about it, or is he going to take a 4th base of his own? Finally finding that pylon, going to be taking that one out. So far, as it stands, I think Ondrasek is in a really good position. He's got comparable upgrades with the Zerg. He's got Templar on the way, Robotic Bay under construction as well. And here's the thing. He needs to choose his units very wisely. I'm just going to check if he saw the Ultralisk Cavern anywhere. I don't think he has. But, you know, it's kind of like a dead giveaway. If you make this many lings and no mutas whatsoever show up by the 12-minute mark, has to be ultras. I mean, what else could it be, right? So, second robo finished up, and it's probably going to be Immortals from here on out. Should be, if he wants to have any chances of killing those Ultralisks that will be coming out. And look at the nice upgrade progression from MeGo. Adrenal Glands, about to finish up. 3 Ultralisks now queued up. Chitinous Plating, 3/3 upgrades on the way. But the Protoss is not far behind with his +3. It's actually going to be finishing way before the Zergs. Got Storm on the way as well. Not a whole lot of army though, as the Zerg is powering really hard as far as unit count goes. Staying at a good comfortable count of 66 drones. That is enough for 3 bases, not enough for 4, and will not have... You know, MeGo not having the 4th base anywhere, he does not have access to additional gas, so he has to be really careful in how he spends it. We can already see that he's a little bit starved for gas. He's got a lot of Zerglings on the field, however, 95, but with the Storm finishing, that's not going to matter too much. There's a lot of Zods here on the field. They're going to provide the excellent buffer that the Protoss player Ondrasek will need for those High Templars to get those Storms off. And unfortunately for him, he's getting Colossi now. Colossi with +3 attack, they can make very short work of Zerglings and Ultralisks both, if the Ultralisks are not in high enough numbers. Looks like MeGo wants to stage a double-pronged attack here, but oh, goes to warp-in of Zods there. Spider sense is tingling from Ondrasek, and let's see. MeGo trying to go for this round here, but one good storm goes down. Fungals locking everything in place. The Ultralisks get exactly where they need to get at, and that is at the Colossus. One of them will fall here, maybe to the Zods. Not even that. Gonna survive. The Colossus is dead. GG is called. That was a pretty good execution and pretty short fight. Just showing you the power of Zerglings. I really feel like Ondrasek should have gone for the 2-base all-in. That 3rd base was just so late. But he can attempt to equalize the series in game number 2, to which I heartily invite you to watch.